Diffuse is just the opposite, and on the other side of the coin, other side of the continuum. Diffuse families, there is not enough separation between family members. They are too close. They are enmeshed. The relationships are enmeshed, and they foster dependency. Everybody is into everybody else's business. Extreme hovering and providing support even when it is not needed. Doing for kids what they can do for themselves. Parents are too accessible, and necessary distinctions between the subsystems are missing. There is too much negotiation and accommodation. Basically, no one's in charge. The cost to both the child and the parents is a loss of independence, autonomy, and experimentation. And I tell you, these families will report that they're close, but they will have secret lives because everybody's into their business. So they want to have some kind of information or life outside of that, and it may be something that their family would disapprove of, and of course you can't do anything that's disapproving because then you're disloyal and you're not, following the family rules and values, and you want them to think that you are because you love them and you want them to know that you value them, but at the same time you're doing something a little different. But that little different isn't okay, so you hide it, and you have a secret life. A lot of secret life stuff, I think, happens with really enmeshed families, and that's one of the ways I'm able to tell that, because they'll have a lot of secrets in that way.
See, there's a lot in, I don't know, high school kids with the parents that want to be their friend.
Yes.
That's kind of that same idea. Don't really want to be a mom or want to be a friend.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I
Daughter's
think
usually in crisis mode.
yes, and children have so many opportunities for friends. I don't know that they need parents to be their friends. And at the same time, we certainly don't need the kind of rigidness that we had back in the 50s, where parents are parents and kids are kids and never the two shall meet. Like I remember in my family, very German Lutheran family, but the adults all ate at one table in the dining room, and the kids ate in the other room, and that way we didn't hear what they were talking about. They also spoke in German sometimes, so we couldn't hear what they were talking about. I mean, there were a lot stricter boundaries. I mean, I think some of that was healthy too. So it really is finding the balance. You've got to have access and communication and all kinds of great stuff, but too much is as dysfunctional as rigid. It's just on the other side of the coin. Yeah. Being from an enmeshed family is not being able to have your own thoughts, your own feelings, your own mistakes, your own, because everything has to be kind of what the strongest family member thinks it should be. And if it isn't, then there's a sense of disloyalty. So families, when they talk about loyal, we're very, very loyal. There's a nice, healthy thing about loyalty, and then there can really be a scary, dark side to loyalty, too. Okay, do you guys get that? Get what I'm talking about? So where exactly is the line? I hope you find it, because I sure don't know. But that's the issue, isn't it? There is no clear line. This all depends on the context,
And even each person in it, because
their
each
needs.
of my kids, there's different amounts of closeness that is good for their personality.
That's right.
You can't have the same relationship with.
That's right, and their needs at that particular point
Sure,
in their
age,
development.
their personality, how.
Yes. And it also depends on what the family life cycle is and what your what you're doing together as a family. So it's so complex. What it does for me is it helps me to never be judgmental of a family. Because I don't know how you're supposed to get this stuff just right. How do you perfectly connect and perfectly disconnect all at the same moment? Okay, children may be afraid to be successful, or perhaps they may be too afraid to fail, so they certainly can't take risks. Children may feel disloyal to their parents if they do not want to accept what the parents offer or what they demand. Parents spend too much time with children and do too much for them. They overfunction. Children have difficulty knowing which feelings are theirs and which belong to others, building relationships with others outside the family, and when there's really diffuse boundaries, real enmeshment, negotiating with and accommodating new spouses is just about impossible. Lots and lots of in-law problems can occur. Okay? So take a break, come back, and I'm going to go over these fantastic interventions with you.